Hello, Phil here from Wings of Pegasus and welcome to another analysis video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. So on the agenda tonight we have Jennifer Batten, and this is going to be coming from 2016 and it's going to be her cover of the Jeff Beck track You Never Know. So let's get Jennifer up on screen and see how she gets on. I'm just going to jump in here because the band is absolutely on point here. The groove is absolutely solid, all on the same page. And the way that Jennifer plays, very much from the 80s. If you do know anything about Jennifer, you'll know her certainly from her 3 world tours with Michael Jackson. And with Michael Jackson, she actually played in the 1993 Super Bowl halftime show, and that was seen by something like 1.3 billion people, so not a bad audience. So she certainly got it. She has that ability to play in front of so many people, not be phased at all, and just so confident in her own ability. This performance is a little bit restrained because she's playing in the constructs of that Jeff Beck cover, but it's good because she threw in some of her finger tapping there, which she's known for. She does it quite a lot, and she can finger tap with all of her fingers on the right hand, and of course hammer-ons pull-offs with the left hand as well. And she actually picked up the tapping technique while she was studying at a guitar institute, and one of her friends or classmates at the time was Steve Lynch, who does a lot of tapping. So she picked that up from him, and he then moved on to then be with the band Autograph. And as well as playing with Jeff Beck on his tours from 1999 to 2001, she also appeared on a couple of his albums too. And it's interesting because Jennifer actually names Jeff as one of her early influences when she was learning and growing up. But you certainly wouldn't say that Jennifer is a copy of Jeff Beck. She's been influenced by him, but then taken on some techniques and then totally gone down her own avenue and really explored her own sound. And that's what all the great guitarists do. They have a lot of influences, but they don't end up sounding like them. They just take little bits here and there and then add their own flavor to it to get their own sound. But let's get back into it. And there we have it, really getting into it in the end there with that keyboard solo. And the interesting thing about that classic keyboard sound with the little pitch shift, when you've got a top player playing, they add that little bit of vibrato in there, similar to what you would have on the guitar with the whammy bar, just throwing in a quick vibrato. And it really does give it that classic 80s sound, because in the 80s, I guess it's because it was a new sound, they just used it all the time, but it's cool just to see that pop in there. Jennifer actually still has a little element of that 80s look about her, because if you haven't seen her when she's playing with Michael Jackson, just check out the hair that she's got on there. If you think this is impressive, check out her hair when she's playing with Michael Jackson. But getting into Jennifer's playing, I mean, what a great band here, by the way. Bassist, absolutely face-meltingly good, as are the rest of the performers. Interestingly, after she played with Jeff Beck, you start to see a little bit more of an influence of using that whammy bar control, dipping down into notes, and just having such control over that element as well, because she's got pretty much every weapon you want in your arsenal as a guitar player, because she's got the hammer-ons, pull-offs, that speed of the two-finger tapping as well, alternate picking, economy picking in there, all those techniques that you're looking out for, Jennifer will show you, and then some. She'll just really show you so many different notes that you're not really expecting, just throw so many different scales together, and she just knows her music absolutely inside out. Michael Jackson doesn't hire people that can't play and don't know their stuff, and very much he would want somebody who can give you a version of the track live that will be different to the album, but not so different people won't recognize it, but put a different flavor on it, a live flavor. That's very much something that you actually got with Michael Jackson, with the guitarist that he did hire. They had the ability to probably play exactly what was on the original recording, but then just give their own personal flavor on it, give it a different sound. And it's so great when a player can do that, just give you something different live that is as good as what's on the album, because that is so difficult to do. And apologies for this original audio that we're hearing on the right channel, because we're getting some intermittent interference, and well, it sounds like somebody's stepping on an XLR lead, or the connection isn't quite good enough. But certainly Jennifer's still got all of that ability on the fretboard, and especially with that 8-finger tapping, if you're looking for speed, that's a surefire way to get it. And I think I have seen her tap with the side of her thumb as well, so you could add in 5 notes to that right hand if you're really getting technical about it. So having that possibility of a 9-note run and just throwing it together with hammer-ons and pull-offs, you'll be able to get that speed up, and Jennifer certainly can, and she still can, even at this later stage in her career. So many techniques in there that Jennifer absolutely has control of and mastery of, because that whammy bar, the way that she does those dive bombs, but also then will dive before the note, come up to the note, hit harmonics, artificial harmonics, of course, those squeals, but also those pull-offs to open strings, combining that with a whammy bar. You'll get that with Van Halen, the similar kind of sound that he was known for in the 80s. Like I said, Jennifer was absolutely at her peak in those late 80s, so she was around all these other guitarists, but she was one of those players that stood out as being different. Jennifer Batten, what a technically impressive player, not only here, but also in the mid-80s and earlier in her career. When you've got a guy like Michael Jackson putting faith in this woman's playing, you know she's got to be absolutely top notch, because he's relying on her to produce that same quality lead and rhythm night after night after night on a world tour. So that just speaks volumes about Jennifer's ability. So I'm not sure why Jennifer isn't more recognized or hasn't got the recognition that I think she deserves, because she's achieved so much in her career. This is actually from the She Rocks Awards, where she won the Icon Award for this year, 2016. Thank you so much for suggesting this video for me to take a look at, and keep those suggestions coming in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Rock!